Hello. Hi, good evening, everyone. Am I audible? Is my voice clear? Please mention in the live chat if you are able to hear me properly. Hello, Alexander. Good evening. Gaming with Mr. X. Hi. Hi, Viju. Hi, Isaac. Good evening, everyone. I welcome you all at OLYMP Trade's today's webinar. In today's webinar, we are going to learn about the confrontation strategy. Also, we are going to learn about the NFP data, which is going to be released in just half an hour, less than half an hour. And I will teach you how you can make money using the NFP data as well. Good evening, Aditya. Welcome in today's webinar. Let us wait for some more traders to join, and then we will start with the confrontation strategy. Hi, Laura. Good evening. And let us wait for a couple of minutes. Then, guys, I will be starting with the today's topic of discussion, which is the confrontation strategy, also the NFP trade, the non-farm payroll. As you can see that I have two enabled orders right now in both the directions, in the downward direction and in the upward direction. So this is how you can trade in the NFP data release, because either side we are going to see a movement. Either it will be in the upward direction or in the downward direction. Whatever it will be, we will be earning profits because we have this position already set up here. So what we want is just one-sided movement when the data is released. Also, guys, I request you, if you are trading on the NFP data release, do not risk more than 10% of your capital in one single trade. Not more than 10% of your capital. Hi, Badruddin. Good evening. Welcome. Hello, Dev. Good evening. Welcome. Welcome, Yash. Welcome, everyone. All right. So first of all, let us start with the today's topic of discussion, which is the confrontation strategy. So in order to enable the confrontation strategy, you will go in the trading strategy section. Guys, one small request, please mention your account status in the live chat, whether it is starter, expert, or advanced. Please mention your account status in the live chat. Guys, I'm waiting for your response. Karan Narang, hi, good evening. All right. So I believe most of the traders who have joined today's webinar are having the privileged status on the platform, which is either advanced or expert. So you will be having confrontation strategy available in your trading strategies. Expert Aditya. All right. So in the trading strategies section, under the advanced strategies, you will find confrontation. The confrontation strategy is most suitable for those who want to avoid spending hours in search of a favorable signal for an entry. So one thing is clear, that if you will be using the confrontation strategy, you will be getting a lot of trade entries. we are using the bull's power and bear's power oscillator and the parabolic SAR indicator. We can watch this short video here. Nizamuddin, hi, good evening, sir. Hi, Rahul. Good evening. Most probably, guys, you will not be able to hear the audio here. Just go with the visuals.
In this video, we will discuss the confrontation
strategy. Complete details.
This strategy is applicable for fixed time and forex trading.
Applicable for both.
It is effective for 1+ minute time frames.
Effective for 1 minute.
The strategy is based on a combination of bull's power, bear's power, and parabolic SAR indicators. The bull's power and bear's power indicators show the balance between buyers and sellers. As the buyers grow stronger, the bull's power histogram bars are above zero line. If at that moment the points of the parabolic indicator are below the price chart, open an uptrade. Conversely, as the sellers grow stronger, the bear's power histogram bars are below zero line. If at that moment the points of the parabolic indicator are above the price chart, open a downtrade. Let's try our strategy in practice. In this example, we will open a chart for Euro Australian dollar currency pair in fixed
downside trade.
Downtrade.
Like this. Now we can enter into a downside trade.
Let's try our strategy in practice. In this example,
Hi, Alok.
we will open a chart for Euro Australian dollar currency pair in fixed time mode and set chart time frame to 1 minute. Let's now switch to the indicator section and select the Trading Strategies tab. We will use the confrontation strategy. Parabolic points appear along the candlesticks, and the bull's power and bear's power indicators appear below the chart.
I will be teaching you one
to open a downtrade, we wait for parabolic points to appear above the price chart, and for bull's power and bear's power histogram bars to appear below zero line. Open a 2 to 4 minute trade. Our forecast was correct. To open an uptrade, we wait for parabolic points to appear below the price chart, and for bull's power and bear's power histogram bars to appear above zero line. Open a 2 to 5 minute trade. Our forecast was correct. Use stop loss and take profit orders when trading with the confrontation strategy in Forex mode to adjust your trades more accurately. We recommend that the stop loss is set to 50% of the trade amount, while the take profit is set to 150% of the trade amount. Trade on the OLYMP TRADE platform using strategies to get maximum.
I hope that the strategy is now almost clear. However, I will be explaining the strategy to you in complete detail. Let us enable the strategy. Now we can see that the bull's power and bear's power oscillator have been applied here, and the parabolic is also there. So this is a perfect signal for an upside trade. Just follow my cursor here. This point, the parabolic dot shifted below the candle. Okay. The bull's power oscillator was indicating above the zero line. Bear's power was also above the zero line. So this was a perfect entry. At this point, we could have entered into an upside trade for 2 to 5 minutes. Let us one by one look for an entry in all the assets. Hi, Mohammed Khalid ji, Karan Narang. Hopefully, Mr. Tawfiq, my plan regarding NFP will be the same. Like I've been doing this since a very long time. Just 2 to 3 minutes prior the data is being released, I will make positions in both the directions, one in the upward direction and one in the downward direction. So either side the movement will be we will be able to earn profits. Okay, guys, I request you, this is a risk management advice to you guys, that if you are trading in the NFP data release, if you are entering into a forex trade, do not enter into a trade for more than 10% of your capital. I repeat, do not use more than 10% of your capital in one single trade, because the risk factor, it is always there. It might be possible that both the trades also might end up in the losing outcome. So that is why do not risk more than 10% of your capital. See, I am also risking only 10% of my capital in the NFP trade. So we will discuss about that once the data is being released. Right now, let us try to find a trading entry in fixed time trading mode in the confrontation strategy. So I will keep the time frame 4 minutes. So this was also a very good opportunity in gold. we can see that the parabolic shifted below the candle, and on the very next candle, both the bull's power and bear's power oscillator, they were indicating in the upward direction. Nizamuddin, yes, you can start from 100 USD as well. Hi Carlos, good evening. Yeah, we will be making live trades now. Okay, let us try to find an entry. Meanwhile, guys, if you are able to find an entry on the chart, please feel free to mention in the live chat. Here we can see in the Asia Composite Index, both the bull's power and bear's power oscillator, they are indicating below the zero line. The parabolic has shifted above the candle, so it is a signal for a downward trade. So right now I'm entering into a downward trade for 4 minutes. Starting with $20. Yes, Nizamuddin ji, you can start with a capital of $100. So first trade of the day, a downward trade in the Asia Composite Index. Time duration is 4 minutes. We can see that the both bull's power and bear's power oscillator, they are indicating in the downward direction, and the parabolic has also shifted above the candle. Let us try to find some more entries. Okay, commodity composite index is also indicating in the downward direction. Both bull's power oscillator and bear's power oscillator, they are indicating below the zero line. Parabolic has shifted above the candle, so it is a signal for a down trade. In Mooch index also we have an entry for a down trade. Guys, if you are able to find any entry on the chart using the confrontation strategy, please feel free to mention in the live chat, or if you want to discuss any other trading entry which you feel that you are finding on the chart and that we should look at, please feel free to mention in the live chat. If that entry is good, we will also enter into that trade. So this was also a good opportunity here, but we missed this one. No worries. Already 3 trades are active. Out of these 3 trades, right now 2 trades, they are in our favor. If we lose one particular trade, guys, at that point I will activate the martingale formula. Guys, are you aware about the martingale formula? Whomsoever is aware about the martingale formula, please mention yes in the live chat. Hi Akil Hussain. Okay, no worries. I will explain you the martingale formula. Basically, the martingale formula is telling you that if you lose a particular trade, let's say if you made a trade for $10 and if you lost that trade, then in the next trade you should increase your amount. You should increase your amount in such a manner that if you win the next trade, the previous loss is recovered. Yeah, that is what is the martingale formula. Karan, right? Madhav Rider, hello, good evening, welcome. Hi Vishan, good evening. Nalayara Muthu, yes, alright. So the traders who have been attending their consultations with the OLYMP TRADE experts on the platform, they are already aware about what the martingale formula is, and they can use the martingale formula in case of a losing trade. So let us wait for these 3 trades to close. Based upon the result, we will decide whether we have to increase the amount or not. Okay, so one trade, it was in our favor. I am confident that this trade will also close in our favor. However, this one, I don't feel that it will be in our favor. So one trade we have lost for $20. Now to recover this lost $20, I will increase the amount, 35 or maybe 40. Vikul Vaidya, yes, you can trade for 1 minute as well. However, I suggest you, if you are using the confrontation strategy, keep your trade duration between 2 to 5 minutes. So here in USD JPY also we have an upward trade entry. We can see that both the bulls power, bears power indicating in the upward direction. Parabolic has shifted below the candle. So we can enter into an up trade here. I'm keeping the duration for 5 minutes. Guys, in just 10 minutes from now, I will be showing you the NFP trade as well. In GBP JPY also we are having a trade in the upward direction. So 2 more trades. GBP CAD is also indicating a trade in the upward direction. Said, we are using the confrontation strategy today, where we are using the parabolic indicator, the bull's power and bear's power oscillator. Here also we have an upward entry. Okay guys, so 4 active trades. Hi Charan, good evening. How I will set up best strategy for earn money. Today we are learning the confrontation strategy. This strategy also can be used for fixed time trading as well as forex trading. Hi Shashank, good evening. Said, that will depend upon the data which will be released very soon, in 10 minutes from now. Karan, can you please repeat your question? Okay, so one trade, it did not go in our favor. 3 more trades are running. Based upon the result of all these trades, we will decide whether we have to increase the amount in the next trade or not. I think there is loading. Let us wait. Meanwhile, guys, I welcome your questions. Aditya, very good. Which trade are we talking about here? Guys, if you have any questions regarding the confrontation strategy, please feel free to ask. Guys, I think I will need to restart the application. Just give me a couple of minutes here. Alright guys, is my screen visible now again? Commission increased. Yes, the commission will be increased most likely, because since the market conditions are now changing, when the NFP data is going to be released, you will see an increased commission as well. Guys, if you want to trade on the NFP, let me share the secret with you. Just before 2 to 3 minutes, the data, when it is going to be released, 2 to 3 minutes before, you have to make this position in both the directions, one in the upward direction, one in the downward direction. Like here in AUD USD, I have made two positions here, one in the upward direction and one in the downward direction. So just before 3 minutes, 3 minutes before when the data it will be released, my trades will be activated in both the directions. So either side we are getting the movement, we will be in the profitable situation. But guys, I request you again and again, I am requesting you all, do not risk more than 10% of your total capital in this NFP trade. Okay, do not risk all of your capital. So just make sure that you are risking only 10% of the total capital which you are having. For example, if you are having a capital of $100, then you can risk $10 at that point, and you can make a trade for $5 each side, or maybe $10 each side, not more than that. Which asset is best for NFP trading? See, there are three different sessions: Asian session, London session, and the New York session. So if you are trading in one particular session, if you are choosing one currency, let's say if the one currency is USD, the other currency should be from any other session. For example, it can be Australian dollar or the JPY, CHF, like that. So you can use the AUD USD right now for the NFP trade. Retro Rani Queen, may I please know your name? Good evening, Hunter Sallu. I am fine. How are you? Welcome. Good evening. Let us see the situation in FTT right now. So we need to recover this amount here, which I am very sure that we will. Right after the NFP trade, guys, I will be recovering these trades. I will be entering into some more trades for the confrontation strategy as well. So right now, fasten your seat belts. Let us wait for the NFP data. When application stop working, click on menu and click on erase cache. Okay. All right, Said, thank you so much for your valuable advice. So the trades, I believe they will be activated now. The forex trades I'm talking about here in both the directions. So now let us wait for the NFP data to be released. It will be released in 3 minutes from now, and let us hope for a good one-sided movement for profit. See, Karan, there is nothing certain when you are trading. We cannot tell anything for certain for sure. However, we can try the back tested strategies for profits. We can increase our chances to win. That is the best what we can do. So now just let us hope for a good movement here in AUD USD when the data is released. It will be released any moment now in 1 minute. Guys, again, do not risk more than 10% of your total capital in the NFP trade. In any trade, I would say. These are the basic rules of money management, risk management. Do not risk your entire capital whenever you are trading. Alright guys, so we can see the movement now here. We just have to wait for the price to go more in our favor. Conservative traders, they can book their profits at 200% even. Rest, they can wait. Rest, you can wait guys. One trade, it has closed in 100% loss. So we should be expecting at least a profit of 200% here. Conservative traders, what you can do is you can shift the stop loss of this trade to 0. Okay, this is how you should do it. You should shift the stop loss of this trade to 0. Or if you are willing to take the risk, then you should just go along with it. If you are willing to take the risk, then you should not shift your stop loss here. Then you should just go on with the trade. I'm expecting a further downfall here. Let us wait 5 to 10 minutes. If you don't want both of your trades to end up in loss, then you should shift your stop loss to 0 and click on apply. This will make one of your trades risk free, and you will not be losing both of the trades. Guys, you should be trailing your stop loss manually. Okay, so this is how you can trade on the NFP. Right now, we have not received much movement in our favor, so we should be waiting here. If you are not willing to take much risk, then you can shift your stop loss to 0. Or if you can take risk, if your money management, if your account management is allowing you to take risk here, then you can even go on with the trade. You can risk the entire amount here. But what I'm going to do is that I'm going to shift the stop loss of this trade to 0, click on apply, so that I'm saved from the worst case scenario, which is the loss of both the trades here. Again, guys, I hope that you have not risked more than 10% of your total capital in this trade. Guys, again, I repeat, I have shifted my stop loss here to 0 to avoid both the trades going into loss. So if you are more of a conservative trader, then you should shift your stop loss to 0. If you are willing to take the risk, then you can just go on with the trade and not shift the stop loss. Alright guys, so let us now again come back to the confrontation strategy here. You can see that the dollar is gaining value. That is why the AUD USD is falling. Let us again apply the confrontation strategy. Gold also, it moves in the opposite direction mostly. Said, you shouldn't be exiting the trade like this. You should be following all the rules and regulations. You should shift your stop loss, as I told you, to 0 and just leave the trade as it is and wait for the price movement to happen. Let us again shift to the confrontation strategy here. Okay. So we have again enabled the confrontation strategy. Again, we are almost seeing 100% profit. So if you do not want to risk much, then you should again shift your stop loss, trail your stop loss to 50, or you can just, if you are willing to take the risk, guys, then you should be holding on to your trade. And that is what I'm going to do here. Okay guys, meanwhile let us try to find some entries in the confrontation strategy. Right now the market, they must be moving in a very fast pace because we have to recover this amount here. How much it is? Let us see what is the martingale that we should be using. So it is 20 plus 35, 55 plus 70, 125. So $125 is the amount which we have to recover. So I am entering into a trade for $150 here. In Asia Composite Index, we can see that the price, it is trying to go in the upward direction. Also, both the Bulls Power and Bears Power oscillator, they are indicating in the upward direction here. So I'm entering into an upward trade here for 1 minute. Said, can you please explain that how did your trade go into loss? I'm not sure. Let us see the movements in various assets in USD. So in Euro, I can see the best movement it is happening. Euro USD, GBP USD also kind of the same. In AUD USD, we are not able to see the movement. I think we chose the wrong asset here. In AUD USD, we are not able to see that much big of a move. Rather, we should have chosen Euro USD. But it is fine, guys. Completely fine. Sometimes the things, they will not go in your favor. In Euro USD, we could have almost received a profit of 200%. But let us wait. Let us be patient. So the previous trade also did not go in our favor. Again, now we will be making another trade again for 150 USD. Let us try to find another entry. Here we can see the basic dollar index. It is trying to get weaker at this point. So I think we can enter into a short duration trade here. Okay guys, what were the results of your NFP trade? If you would have chosen any other asset rather than the AUD USD, I believe all of you would have achieved at least 200% profits here. So please feel free to use the live chat to share your results. Okay, so almost I think we will recover this trade, recover the lost amount from this trade, and the overall situation is now profitable. 151% profit Euro USD. Alright, great, congratulations. What I feel now is that I should also have chosen Euro USD here, but it is fine. I will be patiently waiting for the movement here because I am capable right now of handling that risk. Guys, I suggest you please contact the support department for this case. They will be helping you out. I can understand your frustration at this point, sir, but you have to contact the support department because they are the one who will be helping you out in this case. They will be suggesting you various methods and alternatives for the problem that you're facing, guys. I can understand, guys, your frustration, and I'm very sorry about the situation that you might be facing right now, but that is what you have to do right now, to contact the support department. The maximum move I can see that we have achieved in the Euro USD. Euro USD has given the biggest move here as of now, almost 150%. Okay, guys. So if you don't have any further questions about the confrontation strategy, and if you have understood the NFP strategy, this NFP trade, this method you can use once a month when the data is released. It is released every Friday, every month, first Friday, 6 p.m. during the daylight saving, and normally 7 p.m. So guys, I would like to take your leave from here. Thank you so much for joining today's webinar. It was my pleasure conducting this webinar for you. I hope that you all must have learned something of value today. I will be waiting for you next week, same time, your own channel, your own platform, OLYMP Trade. Bye guys, take care, all the best.